Sir Professor Richard Watt has spent his lifetime working within what we call the Community Health Service. It's changed its name again. I keep forgetting what it is. But these are his insights after all his time at working in community dentistry and how he thinks we're going to change. And you can see what he's written down there. The one about escape the silo is basically the same thing that I mentioned with Matt Ridley, is looking outside our fields to see how we can help one another. And I know it's a slog, tell me about it. But the advocacy, that really comes from Marion Nestle, and she talks about advocacy for food. And we really need to combat against the people like Nestle and Kraft and Coca-Cola. They influence governments far too much. And the more we know about foods and UPFs and UPDs, is not only do they make us fat, they may even cause cancer. So we need to try and bring dentistry to central to everyone's general health. And now's the time. Dentistry's in the news for all the wrong reasons, but maybe we can do an alternative way of funding health, and it wouldn't cost much. This was from the pre-diabetic clinic that I went to, and I'd seen it before. It's how we affect behaviour, and if you look at it, you think, well, how can we affect dental behaviour? The bit on the right is within the app. So the plaque score I recommend for children monthly and taking a photo of them. But if you go lower down, the bleeding score you can check yourself. But also there's one for oral cancer, just monthly checkups for cancer. Because, early diagnosis saves lives and improves outcomes. And along with the biofilm, people are talking about prebiotics. And this is really pre-diagnosis. I need to wriggle around it being a diagnostic tool, or it's certainly not a medical device. And that's what prevention is. We're not talking about medical devices. We're talking about general health. So this is one of the videos within the app, just showing to a parent how they can help their children. And if you go into the YouTube channel Teeth for Life, type in disclosing, you can see this one, plus some of my early attempts, and sometimes they're a little bit better. This you may not recognise, but it's from Clayton Christensen, and it's from about 10 years ago or more, and I've amended it to show how we can use a dental app just to get people aware of how they can check themselves for cancer. There are lots of different things, and we've known about this kind of pathway for a long time. We just haven't implemented it. In lots of ways, the health industry is the worst. It acts like a cartel, and the hierarchy is all back to front. We've tried a top-down approach. Maybe we should try a bottom-up approach for our general health. Unfortunately, like most IT projects, the start date keeps flashing by. But please give your feedback. You can see the resources here. And ultimately, what we can do is we can produce a dental health service free at the point of contact. Not only will it promote prevention, it will also promote you, and it will market your services that you specifically put in your app. Clearly I've retired, but I made the app in order to help support young dentists. It's a lot tougher now than it ever used to be in our day. And it'll help against periodontal litigation. And really we should be doing more to help our younger colleagues than we do. We're all retiring with our pensions, thinking thank God for that. Maybe we can do a little bit more. Can you help?